And again, it's the parliamentarian side moving up. They're attacking. They must clear the royalists from the approach to the city of Gloucester. I can see troops engaging in the centre. I can tell they're engaged in the centre because what their pipes are doing. There's all these musketeers in front of me that are blocking my view. It's just not right, is it? In the centre. The centre of the field. The Roundheads, Greycoats and their friends have been moving steadily forward. They intend to engage the royalists, the Whitecoats and the Black. Engaged in push of pike, cannon are still firing on the flank and behind the Roundhead line. They're engaged, but they're not moving either way in the centre. This is where the battle will be decided. The royalist cavalry are coming through. Their task is to disrupt the enemy troops. They're successfully doing that. Royalist cavalry, by the way, are light cavalry. Heavy cavalry would have more armour and carry lances and things like that. They're intended to skirmish, disrupt, and when they get the chance, deal very effectively with other cavalry. Everything seems to be happening in the centre of the field. The royalist left flank seems to be held by a couple of light guns and a handful of pikemen and musketeers. And they're doing a very good job against the rather superior force in terms of muskets that are facing them. Still the fight continues in the centre. No conclusion there. This is where the decision will be made, if it is to be made this day. As I better mention what's going on in the centre of the field, immediately in front of me. We have the Royalist cavalry quietly surrounding the Roundhead General, the parliamentarian flag, and eventually being driven off. I did say they were light cavalry. Cavalry in again, disrupting the centre. This would give the Royalist side a significant advantage if they could exploit it. They've reached the stage on the Roundhead right flank where the musketeers are actually getting into contact with each other. Basically, you reverse your musket, your unloaded musket, he hastens to add, and you use it like a club. Clubbed musket. At times like this, the Royalist cavalry turning up is very useful for the Royalist infantry. Day is taking its toll. At the rear of the first Roundhead horse to engage are a number of men sitting down, recovering and getting themselves reorganised, doing very simple basic things like retying their shoelaces. There's nothing more embarrassing than being in the middle of a battlefield with no shoes. But it does indicate that these men in the centre, the ones who first fought, are getting weary. As this goes on, it will become more prevalent throughout the whole of the Roundhead side. How it will stand with the Royalists remains to be seen. But a lot of them came to this field a lot fresher than their Roundhead enemies. The best parliamentarian advance has been on the flank where I am, their right flank. They've been able to push forward more than anybody else. And now it looks like they're slowly being driven back. Again, the musketeers are forming club musket. They'll be doing this either because they've not had time to reload, or they haven't got enough powder. They've got nothing left to fire. So they will club their muskets and fight on as best they can. Neither side seems prepared to give up yet. The Royalist attackers seem to have taken casualties on this flank, the Roundhead right flank, but the Roundhead troops seem to be withdrawing. They're losing some of their musketeers. The Roundhead centre also seems to be falling. I hope that soldier lying on the ground who was just mercilessly murdered by the officer wearing a red coat is on the Roundhead side. That will keep this in the right order.
We're very heavily outnumbered here. The enemy are closing on us. Parliament is struggling here.
And that advertisement was brought to you by the Army of Parliament. On a more serious note, what the gentleman said was pretty true. The Royalist forces do outnumber the Roundheads on this field. The unfortunate thing is, it's a triangular shape, so they can only bring to bear a limited amount of their forces at any one time. They're effectively fighting nearly even, but what they can do, the Royalist side, bring fresh troops in, while the Roundhead side is still recovering from what had happened before. Starting to happen. The end is near. And as always the case in battles, it's the losing side that takes the most casualties. The reason for this is they are cut down as they try to withdraw. So, the Roundhead right flank has broken. Redcoats can advance. They must be careful. If they advance too far, they may find themselves outnumbered by troops in front of them and behind them. As it stands at the moment, we have Royalist Redcoat musketeers standing next to Roundhead Greycoat pikemen. This is the confusion of war. They will resolve themselves. They will continue fighting until one side quits the field. It would be nice if each side, as the pikemen, as they disengage, could run back, form on their colour and attack forward. But the soldiers are now too tired to do that. They walk back. In some cases they stroll back to their colour, but they continue to attack.